Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being with us. 726 in Mountain Home, Arkansas. Thanks for joining us. Another great show. I think we have an abbreviated show. We have a few guests that are going to be on the show today, and we're going to try to get to that in just a few minutes.
Very important guests.
After we listen to you.
After we banter. After you listen to me.
Oh, yeah, it's all about you, right?
It is. You're right. It is cold out there, Dan.
It is cold.
It is. Okay, so I have a story.
Okay.
I did. Did you vote? I just have to ask you, did you vote?
I did not vote.
Damn. See,
well,
the
there's a long story
from
behind
the
that.
audience.
Yeah.
Well, I went to vote here. This is a true story. I went to vote here, and there's a lady at the precinct that knows me from Twin Lakes Playhouse. So she usually comments about the plays, but she wasn't there this time. But I walked in, I was checking in, and there was another lady that was working there, and she kept looking at me, smiling. I'm looking at her, smiling, and all this. All of a sudden, you know how quiet it is in those this is a true story. I see you don't believe me, but it is. You know how quiet
I'm looking
it
at
is.
Deb.
I know.
I'm watching Deb's expression.
You know how quiet it is in the
Yes, I do.
when
It's
you're
like a
voting.
pin drop
All of
quiet.
a sudden, this lady goes, "Everyone needs to stand up. We've got a TV star that just walked in. I am serious."
And you looked over your shoulder, didn't you?
I went, "Where?" True story. Isn't that funny?
That is funny.
Anyway.
Is that the end of your story?
Yeah, that
Let's
was
move
it.
right on to the guest.
I just had to get that in. And she watches the show, so hi.
Yeah, so let me ask this question. After that happened, that little incident happened, how long did you stay in the room?
I stayed there for took me 2 hours to vote. I kept waiting for the flood of paparazzi. You can't go anywhere in town.
Did you walk out and say, "Does anybody want an autograph?" Or anything like that?
Well, I did kind of say something about autographs, but there were no takers. But I had to stay long enough. I was afraid the paparazzi were outside.
Yeah. Well, if the paparazzi are good, you can't see them. But you'll see your embarrassing photo in one of the magazines.
I know, trying to figure out what the questions mean on the ballot. I was afraid somebody was there taking pictures. Anyway, so
Funny.
It was funny.
Good.
So at least one person watches the show. They didn't say anything about you. Just say it.
That's probably a good thing. That's a good thing for me. Anyway, we do have a short show today, and we've got several guests here that we want to get to. So would you mind?
May I?
Please.
Okay. Well, first, Miss Betty Hayes is here with the National Alliance on Mental Illness. She's going to be talking about training, I think, or some such thing like that. And then, two of my very good friends from Twin Lakes Playhouse, Deb Smith and Zoe. I'm just going to look at her last name because I don't want to get it wrong. You know, I'm notorious for that. Eggensberger. I almost got it right. Shoot. Oh, darn it. Anyway, they're here to talk about the up-and-coming play at Twin Lakes Playhouse, which I have to give a disclaimer right now that I am not in.
Okay.
However, doesn't matter because it's going to be great. People are going to want to come see this play. It's awesome.
Okay. Well, you'll be there for one night, won't you?
Oh, at least one, probably 5 or 6. And then Jessica Cleland and Pat Ferguson are here to talk about Craft Fest.
Okay.
So, big show, really big show.
It's an abbreviated show. We'll see how far we get in there. So, I was going to say something else, but we're not going to do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll be talking with Betty Hayes, and she'll be talking to us about the training session that'll be coming up really soon. And if you're interested in the National Alliance of Mental Illness, and that's a support group that's not even in this area, and that's why she's so excited about it. We're excited to get the message out to all of our viewers. Stick around, stay with us. You're watching 726 Mountain Home.